He never. Hey, Al, he never could dance.
Hey, listen, hold on. That's right. I don't dance. I boogie. You know?
Hey, man. He couldn't even do the electric slide. You know,
he never could, but he was like,
I wanted to either.
You and you come in, and they were like,
Hey, man. Hey,
So
the old man.
What my talk? I was on the corners. I was on the corners figuring things out. I had to think another way. I couldn't just get out there and be flexing.
Hey, y'all.
If when Deacon got out there and was dancing, I knew the party was live.
It was a live party.
That man at that point didn't give a fuck.
It was over by then. Just lucky I wasn't driving.
It's a great
Look at that. Everybody smiling.
I know y'all gonna break my back right
everybody
now.
smiling now. That's what I needed.
Get down.
My mission was accomplished. How y'all doing? We about to talk Commanders. Yeah, man. We took a hard one the last week. Pause. We lost the game last week. It was tough, but we're gonna now go into the Dallas week, and I think that, and I'm gonna share with you what I think at this moment right now. You might as well like and subscribe because you ain't come across guys like this. You don't even know what it is. And I'm going to give a huge shout out to a reconnection of an old friend, Steve Clemens down in Atlanta. Commanders fan holding it together.
Mr. Scirocco.
Yeah, baby. Hey, man, you don't understand. We need somebody else to give us behind the scene jokes, man.
Yeah, he knows. Much love, Steve.
Man, Clemens. Hey, but what do we do? Because he don't even know. He's watching our show for the first time. What do we do or say? Let's get it.
Let's get it.
I try to tell them, but they ain't wanna listen. Now they forced to back up and pay attention. Get in tune to it. This is G music. All the trappers and the fiend in the hood use it. You can ride to it. You can bounce to it. Do your thing with the gang and drop an ounce to it. Get your hustle on. It's all about that paper. Y'all can't fuck with us, cause this is our year. Lies that we're finally in. We here, niggas. Knock, knock. It's SC. Highly underrated, but you gon' respect my G. Since the NO ain't been no threat like we. Plus we hotter than a pot of jalapeno pepper seed. And if you got a problem, buy that motherfucker, step to me. It ain't a gumbo to the pale metal tree. It's in the recipe. Rapping to the death of me. Getting on is my destiny. Smith and Wesson long, big chrome if you're testing me. That's what I live by. That's what I stand for.
Hey, man, this is the OGs talking about old times, baby. We talking about old times. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we can't share them stories. But my man, Stephen Clemens knows those stories. He was with us.
He know a lot of them.
Salute to him out there, baby boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was involved. But nonetheless,
hey,
allegedly. Nonetheless, we talking about the Commanders. We're gonna talk a little bit about the last tragic game against those Bears. Tragic tragedy, we just did not play well. We wanted
No, that's not true. That's not true. I don't think we didn't play well. We played to the we did an old school Washington
down to our
football team, Washington Redskins. We played down to our competition. That's what we did. And we matched them perfectly to the point where we did come back due to our skill set and everything like that. And then Jaden got cocky. He was probably more too relaxed than he needed to be. And he dropped that ball. Jaden Daniels, and I know y'all don't want to say it, but I'm going to look in the camera to everybody. And this is the first time in a lot of games, Jaden Daniels lost that game. He lost it. He fumbled the ball.
Yeah, well, you can't fumble. You can't fumble in a crucial moment like that. But nonetheless, Tracy, we still didn't stop the run. You know what I'm saying? They still
they gashed us, but they didn't stop us from coming back. So I'm not saying that.
That was our third turnover.
And we had 3 turnovers.
First, that was our 3rd turnover.
Trey, it was raining for them too. They didn't have not 1 turnover.
That's my point. We played down to their level. These Bammers were bums. If we didn't turn the ball over, Jaden threw a pick. Our running back fumbled the ball, and then Jaden fumbled the ball. Those things, and in most games, and it's just a universal understanding. Teams with that many turnovers don't normally win. And if it is, it's iconic and ironic, but the laws of averages said, y'all can't win. So here we go again. We're going to drop this 3rd turnover. And that was it. And it hurt. That hurt. So
it was a nasty game.
I'm going to tell you right now, and look at the fans, I really realized that I'm used to winning.
After 1 year.
We as being so old, we got so used to losing. We knew when the games got tight, it's like, we're just waiting for the moment. And when it happened, we were like, yep, took the last bite of the nachos and we left. It wasn't no stress. It wasn't no drama. We just got used to it. And then here comes this guy, JD5. He comes in, does what he does. And I'm going to tell you, I walked into work, and the only thing that I could say and I could feel, because when I went to work, I was like, man, I literally was thinking about taking off because I felt that bad. But when I walked into work, I was like, well, thank goodness Dallas lost 2.
Yeah.
And there was a silence throughout the whole entire job site.
They lost.
Nobody talked about nothing because everybody in the East lost but New York, and New York is some Bammers that shouldn't even have a professional league. But there's no New York fans. They
didn't show up.
Yeah. If
they're not even going to
show up after they get to the Super Bowl, baby. But it was funny. I was like, wow, thank goodness that Dallas lost 2. Because I really probably couldn't have made it. I left work. I said my stomach hurt. I gotta go home. Because I'm feeling old school exuberance, old school investment, old school everything about being a whole Washington fan. I want to win no matter what. And that hurt, man. That hurt me. What about y'all?
We should have never lost that game. It was embarrassing. We had 3 turnovers. Jaden had an off game. That first interception was he should have layered the ball. Obviously he didn't. But I will attest. The rookie has to start holding the ball. Okay, I know it was wet outside, but that wasn't the reason why he fumbled. He got the ball punched out. So there's 2 weeks in a row this guy has fumbled. He's got to get that under control, or else everybody's gonna start punching that ball, and life is going to get harder for him. Every time, and you ask AG. He's in New England now because he kept fumbling the ball because people kept punching it out. Because when you get that reputation, that's all they want to do is punch the ball out. And it's hard to have your hands in the right position to hold that ball, especially when it's wet. But I do like, what I will say is I do like a couple of patterns I saw from Jalen Lane. He patterned one dude up. That pass where it was on the seam on the sideline. In between those 2 receiving defensive players, that was a great pattern. Right. So and Luke McCaffrey once again, he just scores touchdowns. Apparently, the dude showed up again. So we do have people that possibly
Luke McCaffrey scored
something. Yeah,
Lucas, our leading pass touchdown maker. I think.
Yeah, no.
He's right behind Debo. He's right behind Debo.
It was Ertz. It was Moore.
Nah, Luke scored, didn't he?
Luke scored on a bomb. Remember? He was wide open. He was self-check. Remember he was self-check?
Yeah, on the left side. Yeah.
Yes, he did. You're right. Yes.
So they didn't cover him at all. They're like, he self-checked. He was wide open.
You're right.
It was a good play. It was designed that way. It was we out-coached. How about that? But we should have never lost the game. Not to Chicago, not this week. We should have lost that game. That was a game. This comes back to the point where when we get to the end of the season, we're going to have to look back and say, we should have beat the teams that we know we should have beat. Mm-hmm. Because this is the kind of game that will kill your season. Not because it's going to drag on for the next 3 or 4 games, but because at the end of this year, it's always that one game that can get you in and get you out. That's why we always play Dallas at the end, because we love getting in with Dallas. Yep. We love beating Dallas to get into the playoffs. So going forward, I don't know where we stand actually. I can't gauge that game because it was such an outlier. It just even
really
it was 3 turnovers.
Really? Okay, Deacon. We just want to say maybe not, because all 3 losses was extremes and all 3 wins was extremes. Either we blow the team out or dominate the team, or we lose lose a close game.
But this game wasn't a blowout. It wasn't a ugly loss where we just didn't come to compete. It wasn't a blowout where we were just out scoring the people. This was a game where it looked like, even when we were down, it didn't seem like we were going to lose, because they just didn't have a high-powered offense. They looked good that first 15. We said this last week. They were going to look good coming out of the box. But then we drove right down the field like it was nothing.
But Deacon, I must say, though, Deacon, and moving forward, just talking about the defense, period, there are still holes in the defense.
Defense is getting gashed.
Because we had a lot of injuries. I think we lost another defensive end. We lost Armstrong, didn't we?
Yeah, but look at answer me this. We have our top cornerbacks in the game. We still getting gashed.
Gash? You talking about running the ball?
No, I'm talking about throwing the ball. They killed our zone. I mean, Dak is going to pick our zone apart if we don't start running man.
Well, every time we run man, though, they pick on Mikey. They pick on Mikey and they make him run across the field. Mikey can't cover that.
They pick on the gold jacket.
No, Mikey. It's Mikey, really. It's Mikey.
Okay.
It's Mikey.
I know one of them passes, they isolated Wagner and on crossing pattern. The dude dropped the ball, but he was out for
That's true too.
He was gone.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, that was the dude used to play for us.
Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus, when he knew that he can beat the old man across the middle. He crushed him. He just dropped the ball. But they also do it to Mikey, and they do it to Lattimore too. They run it. Each time we go man, we can't get enough pressure unless we blitz, and they run those long drag routes, and we cannot cover them. When we go zone.
Super slants. I like to call drag routes super slants.
Yeah, when we go 3 deep zone or 4 deep zone. Our linebackers are just not quick enough to close the holes down when the quarterback looks at the receiver. We are fast enough. We need to put in some faster linebackers doing that zone coverage. Unfortunately,
why can't listen? Chicago was horrible against the run.
No, they wasn't. Not to us. Not with us.
No. But let me explain that.
Listen. They were number 30 in the league.
Not that day.
I understand. But this is my question. This is my question. Let me finish this way. This is my question. They are horrible with everybody against the run, but they focused on stopping the run to make Jaden pass. Okay, because our wide receivers are depleted. Right. They were able to stop the run for the most part. Why can't we focus on stopping the run and get that done? It seems like every other team that comes up against a running team focus on stop and run. They stop the run and get beat by the pass. But
Deacon,
what they're doing. We can't seem to focus on stopping the run and making that happen.
Deacon, to be fair, the injuries we have now are because the first couple of games of the year with them old players we have, we were stopping the run. But we never. Them old players got hurt, so now we have now. Okay, we had the big boy from New England that got hurt. The defensive end that got hurt. What was his name? He was the big kid, 300-pound defensive
Armstrong?
end. No, not Armstrong. The other guy, the one that got hurt, first one that got hurt.
Okay, that's one.
Now Armstrong is down, right? He got hurt. He got hurt last game.
Okay,
right?
But that was last game. Go ahead.
Yeah, last game. So we got those 2 major injuries down, and unfortunately.
Amos just getting back.
We lost our safety, so our safety's gone too. You know what I'm saying? We lost our strong safety.
I think you're talking about crossing line. I think you're talking about injuries crossing line because Payne, Kinlaw, they still in there, and that's supposed to be our stop.
Payne, Kinlaw can't stop off tackle though. They cannot stop off tackle, and that's what they running at off tackle, right, Deacon?
I don't know. Wagner seems to be knocking him on the inside. I don't know why I don't really see anything. Listen, whatever it is, whatever the problem is,
what I saw is
beat these good teams.
What I saw was our backup defensive ends were getting blasted. Martin and it was the old dude used to play for us back in Preston Smith. They were getting blasted and they would run up gashing us up. He was out there, yeah. Preston Smith played like 70 snaps last game. Because Armstrong got hurt, so we were getting blasted, and they can't get pressure on the quarterback. So that's the issue right now is the fact that we back to where we started from last year, where we getting gashed on the outside run.
Yeah, no, I just saying.
And we have our secondary is weak. So defensively, how in the world are we gonna stop Dallas? Deacon, give me a plan. Trey, give me a plan.
Let Trey give you a plan because I don't see it happening. I think it's gonna be a track meet.
Trey Z, how can our defense, the way it stands now, with the injuries we have, how can we stop Dallas? Because Dallas will score. Dak is good during the regular season. I'm not a Dak lover, of course, but he is good during the regular season.
All right, man. Listen.
Oh, here goes Trey playing.
No, listen. We're gonna have to allow ourselves to, and this is gonna sound crazy. We're gonna allow ourselves to lose, meaning by doing so, we're gonna have to upset the idea that we're scared to get beat. So I'm gonna say that again. We can't be scared to get beat, which means Big Al and Deacon, we're gonna have to blitz Dak. Dak gotta run. Dak gotta be off his balance. Dak gonna have whatever. Because to Deacon's point, he's gonna pick us the frick apart. And that's what it is. So, but we can't stop. So the times that we get him and we do get a sack, great. The times that he beats us, we gotta say great. Because there's nothing else left, man. We're gonna have to keep the pressure going. The front four are not gonna do it by themselves. Not with the Dallas offensive line. They're not gonna do it by themselves. We're gonna have to come at them. We're going to have to blitz every down, like a Philly, like a Baltimore. We're going to have to make sure that he understands that's what it's going to be all night long, Al. Period. There's no matchup in this game, man. I mean, y'all know that.
I'm going to ask you a question, Tracy. How would the Zach opposite play prevent and try to stop him from the 20, bend but don't break type of defense? How about that?
That's not going to win this game. You just saw what the Chicago Bears, Bad News Bears, did to us with a Swift. We made Swift look like he was damn near what's the Philly back? You know what I'm saying? This dude was wilding out on us. We're not the bend don't break defense, Al. We're not. Because due to the fact you guys just said it, guys is hurt. We need everybody to be healthy as far as defense is concerned for Washington to compete. If everybody's not healthy defensive wise, then we got to bring the heat. And we got to be willing to go, dang, look at that dude. He got us. Or, oh, look, we got 2 sacks. Our ball. That's all it's going to be for this game, man. And offense got to play perfect. You can't rush it 5 and throw a pick. You can't not hold the ball and secure it, Bill. Because to your point, I don't want a J.D. McKissick, you know what I'm saying, who is out there fumbling the ball, who I used to love J.D. I thought J.D. was going to do something. J.D. kept putting that ball down, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? So, gentlemen, let's be real. Here we are. We're going into Dallas. Now, one thing I'm wondering is, will coaching motivate these guys? Because the Dallas Commander rivalry is not really there anymore. Dallas owns us,
the players.
It's at my job. It's Dallas Commander. My job is
the players. The players always have these players.
For us, that's the problem, Al. For us, we always looking at this as the biggest game. The 2 biggest games on our calendar is this. For them, to Deacon's point, I heard them down there saying it. And them players are going to hug after being beat, getting the 40 burger on them. Whereas back in the day, the Bama's punched them in the stomach. It was a difference, and it's not there no more. So that's not helping us.
And hate.
That's not helping us. I just hope that what could help us is the fact that, do you understand how we lost to Chicago? They got us back. They got their lick back on us. So what we going to do in the Dallas? And I hope people to say they're gonna put on the old DVD tape out or the old Dallas Redskins. You know what I'm saying? Videos and joint, and they got them sitting down watching it to say, this is what you gotta understand. This is about to happen. We're 500, and this is the first game against these Bammers. Somebody gotta. I'll do it for $375 and a steak dinner. And I will go in there and motivate them young folk on how the Commanders in Dallas is supposed to be. I will be successful. I promise you that.
Deacon, how you heard the two defensive schemes. Trey Z said blitz, blitz, blitz. I said prevent, prevent, prevent. How would you do it? Bend but don't break. Bend but don't break.
I'll march down the field.
We're going to have to blitz because we're not. Our back end isn't holding up the way it should be. So the only way to eliminate that is to get the ball out fast, and hopefully we can come up and hit.
I think the reason why I say prevent, I think Dak gonna tear up a blitz. He's smart enough. He plays great during regular season. He has great receivers. His main receiver is back this week. What's the boy's name? I can't think of his name right. His number one receiver. CeeDee Lamb is back, baby. CeeDee Lamb is back, and we
can't sit back there and check these boys. We got that kind of firepower.
We're gonna play zone. We're gonna play prevent. We're gonna have 7. We're gonna have 7.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
It's gonna be 37 to 40.
Somebody come and look at this.
It's gonna be a track.
Look at this.
Let's just
like we didn't hold hands
also
with
too, as we singing Dallas crazy
with the other team and pray. Hold hands.
They lost to the Giants.
And
they lost to the They lost to. I bleeped that out. And they lost to Carolina. Okay. So let's just remember that.
Trey, why are you depressed already? They started.
Trey with the shooting. They are not. So let's just understand that. Let's just make this. Obviously, it's time to go. So let's be good. Tracy, Al got to take his pilot's lessons. We have to get out of here now, man. We all bounce back game. Bounce back game against the and we're going to make this thing happen, man. Let's get out of here, man. We all have to let's get out of here. Hey, Sunday, maybe 4, maybe
we got no prediction for Dallas.
Let's just get through the week and let's get this W on the board, man. Anyway we can.
A little liquor on the curb for the RIPs and the brother smoking nerve. Cause do that shit, do that. One more time. I said I'm an alcoholic and I bangs out the whatchamacallit. We got the Remy and Coke with the basic Phillies. I'll show you for the ladies.